I'm back. It's been a while since I did a solo commentary, so I'm just going to jump right into this one. I actually started this game a little late. I actually jumped into it late, I'm sorry. And you can see it's 3842 and they already got air support up. I actually wanted to try something a little different. I just wanted to see what it would be like just to rush with the Intervention with sleight of hand. A little bit more than I usually do. I'm by no means quick scoping on this one because I just can't bring myself to quick scope. But I am trying to move around and find targets instead of waiting for targets to venture into my scope. So let's see how this turns out. I noticed I promised I wouldn't put any more Wasteland videos up, but I don't know, Wasteland's the one map where when it comes up I'm like, oh yeah, I can snipe. Because it's really wide open and it suits my playing style real well. And my playing style has kind of been torn the last few days, basically because I want to play more defensively, but I'm kind of torn about doing it because I want to basically try to get entertaining videos for you guys as well. And with that being said, I'm going to try to mix them up because I'm actually going to try to, I'm going to actually try to get less games like this and more games like the quad commentary where I went like 38 and 11. Because me personally, I've always enjoyed watching real close games I don't know the outcome of, and I don't like people telling me the outcome of the game. And if I could actually get to the point where I'm not listening to the commentary anymore, but I'm actually watching the game. That's what I've always liked to see when I'm watching other people's videos. Watching somebody, you know, go full out all the time, like most of my earlier videos were doing, kind of reflects it doesn't reflect like a negative light toward the player, but it's like a false aficionado. Whereas, yes, I do it a lot from time to time, but the fact is, it's not as interesting. And I know it's not as interesting, but you gotta kind of overcome an ego to actually be able to post the videos where you don't do as good, or maybe even post videos where you don't do good at all. Like, I've actually contemplating posting videos where I got like 20 deaths and went negative, just to kind of show you guys what I did wrong and how I could have did to change it better, or if there was any way I could have made it better. But every time I go to post them, I'm like, man, I'm just gonna get picked on. You gotta fight battles with yourself when you're making and posting videos, and generally, if you jump over that curve and you beat yourself in that battle, you usually will get a pretty good outcome. But I don't have a lot of faith in my fellow man, mainly because I get hated on all the time, and I always expect the worst out of everything and everybody. Like, that's why I don't put too many fails up there or things of that nature. It's just the way I've always been. I have no clue why I switched out to the Glocks there. I seriously don't. When I was playing this game, I was actually... wonder outside of bounds here. I always do it right there. And the Harrier finishing me off. I was actually going to do like a Russian dual Glocks, because I think Woody's Gamer Tag requested me to do a dual Glock match. And I do have the dual Glocks now. And I think I get a pretty good spray toward the end of this game with them. And I haven't yet to form an opinion on them because I didn't really use them that much, and they do kick up considerably. But when you get close range, they just have raw power that pretty much beats all the akimbos because they have such a short akimbo range. Why is their akimbo range so much smaller than the standard machine gun? Look at that thing. It is ridiculous. You could probably go full auto. But if you like these kind of gameplay with the sniper, let me know if this is something you enjoy. I'll pretty much try to get more sniper videos like this instead of the cold-blooded approach. I know the cold-blooded approach isn't the most entertaining way to watch, but that's when you're playing the game straight for efficiency. And you might say, well, you did a pretty good score here. It looks like the stopping power is very efficient, which is true. It is a very efficient way to snipe. But the fact is, teams change. Basically, the game changes off based on the players that you roll. And I don't like missing shots like that or that. And generally when I'm rush sniping, I miss a lot more because I try to get it up there and just shoot and try to trust my shot more. And instead of knowing I have a good vantage point and taking time and hitting my targets, this in turn causes more hit markers and more missed shots. And I know somebody probably called me a dodgy sniper, which they might be right. I've kind of had to snipe a lot recently, and mainly because I've been trying to do other aspects of the game, such as the kill streak moves and just getting overall good gameplay. Sniping on this game, they don't really have a lot of good sniper maps. Like they'll have some like semi-sniper maps like Teriyaki or Wasteland's a good sniper map. And the State's a pretty good sniper map. But all in all, everything more of a rifle. I would like to see in the backpack, I don't know if they've already announced the maps for the game. I'd like to see a night map in a map like Wasteland, where the thermal scope would be almost required to have, but not required to have. Where you could basically hide and people can walk by you. I'd love to see a map like that. That's because you were camping, dude. Well, that might be true. I do like to do my secret agent man stuff. But it would be fun. It would bring a tactical element to the game. I think a lot of that comes... I think a lot of the whole camping thing comes from people... I don't want to say this to be mean, but we're growing up in the ADD age. People just see a movie like Citizen Kane and wonder why it's considered the best movie of all time. And, you know, people that just can't sit still for a plot line or, you know, a thing of dialogue or wonder why Quentin Tarantino movies are so effective. But I completely forgot what I was talking about. All I remember is Quentin Tarantino. So I'm going to jump on to something else. Oh man, how did I miss him? That looked like a hit. Yeah. Oh. I need your guys' help. I want to do a dual commentary with Sean Andrews, but he never responds to me, and he never messages me back. Could you basically drop him a whisper or a nod, letting him know that you'd like to see a dual commentary with me and him? Because I'd like to talk with him about his style of play and my style of play, and I would just like to talk with him in general. If you could do that for me, or if you want to see that, let me know. Your boy Wings of Redemption. I came in 51, 4, and 8. Signing out.